Dr. Kemi Lawrence, it's Thursday, the 14th of November, 2024. Let's talk about VDM versus the Falanas. The trial started today for Martin Vincent Otse, popularly known as VDM, an online social media activist who has been sued by the Falana for defamation. All this started a couple of months ago, you remember, when an audio surfaced on the internet, posted by VDM on his platform, that Bobrisky made a phone call to one of the Falanas, that's the younger Falana, Falana, Falls the bad guy, a comedian, a music artist, and a lawyer. In that audio, we heard Bobrisky asking the younger Falana for some favors that were financial. He was asking for money to get money laundering charges dropped by the EFCC. Also, another batch of money to get a presidential pardon and also to get a VIP room at the prison. That conversation happened. The Falanas did not speak initially, but Bobrisky spoke via his social media handle on Instagram saying that it was AI and it was a joke and a lie. Bobrisky then sued VDM for 1 billion naira, showing legal papers from some lawyer. The 1 billion naira case was a joke. Bobrisky screwed up and bit his own tongue when Falana replied VDM saying that I never called Bobrisky. Bobrisky called me. In that statement, the younger Falana accidentally admitted that there was a conversation between both of them. That's him and Bobrisky. Bobrisky dropped his 1 billion naira lawsuit. It wasn't AI after all. But the investigation widened up, and the Nigerian media as well as the National Assembly picked up on it. Because it's something of public interest, they now invited all of them to the National Assembly. On the day of the hearing of the National Assembly, Bobrisky did not show up, something I predicted. VDM showed up and testified in front of the House of Representatives, and while he was testifying, one lawmaker even tried to threaten arrest, but that didn't work because Nigerians were planning to burn down the house of that lawmaker and go to his children's school. The whole thing became bullying. So the lawmakers resisted. VDM testified. And of course, after all that, the prison came, EFCC representative came, they still determined that Bobrisky must testify. Days later, Bobrisky was found at the semi-border at Cotonou, Republic of Benin, trying to flee in there. He was arrested by Nigerian immigration, and they noticed that his passport was already stamped before he got to the immigration. He talked about a godfather, and I see that happen a lot in Nigeria where people's passports are stamped before they even get to the airport so that they can go sit down in the VIP lounge or whatever. And Bobrisky definitely has a godfather. At the end of the day, he was brought back, taken to CID, and so on and so forth. A few days later, Bobrisky tried to escape Nigeria again on a plane going to Amsterdam, a KLM plane where they dragged him off the plane, and he said they injured him, posting photos of bruises online. Whatever was going on with Bobrisky, the police and the EFCC did not make it clear to the public and the media. But for some reason, Bobrisky was let go out of the country. On bail, they said. If Bobrisky is on bail from what? The Nigerian media was not told, so the public doesn't know. I found out through some police sources that he was being investigated for some form of bribery and corruption. They took him to Abuja, and then he flew out of the country. In a case like this case with the Falanas, we have not seen anything like this in a long time in Nigeria, because Nigeria has a criminal defamation law. Everyone is arrested. Defamation is criminal in Nigeria, but in the rest of the world, except Myanmar, it is civil. Everybody should go to civil court if they want to sue someone. So this case today is maybe one of the first in a long time in Nigeria. And that's because of Falana. He's trying to save his reputation. Because if he decides to do criminal defamation with VDM and arrest VDM, then he'll be under fire from Nigerians. There's so many things he could lose. His son will be canceled. They'll go to his house. Protests will break up. It will be a mess. So Falana decided to go the right way. Everyone that's arrested somebody with this criminal defamation law had the choice to take it to civil court. Like Pastor Abiyomi, they didn't. They wanted the person locked up. And VDM is not going to be locked up because Falana knows what can happen from that. So today begins that civil case. And I hope everybody understands how I'm explaining it play by play. VDM showed up in a red outfit. I think it's a traditional Edo outfit. He had no shoes on. It was barefooted with his friend Coco P and some others. A crowd gathered at the courthouse welcoming him like a hero. The Falana's arrival was secret through the back door. But as I'm speaking right now, it is 1:05 p.m. Nigerian time, live, and I believe the proceedings are going on. What's more disturbing about this case is the fact that Bobrisky has traveled out of the country, and Bobrisky should be a major witness in this case. Yeah, this civil case should have Bobrisky in the courtroom. Why? Because they're discussing about his audio with Falana and Falana, and the Falanas are saying that VDM defamed them on that audio. There is no defamation here. Bobrisky did speak to Falana and Falana, and the information on that video, on that audio, basically corroborates with what's going on. So I don't understand how this court case will have any merit, and I'm hoping that the judge throws it out. Bobrisky needs to be in the courtroom if anything. And that's another reason why the judge might throw it out, because Bobrisky was allowed by his godfather to leave the country. I'll have more for you as it comes in. I'm Dr. Kemi Lawrence, Nigerian journalist.